The 6 justices of the Constitutional Court convened today to initiate impeachment proceedings. The court must complete its deliberations within a maximum of 180 days and issue a decision on whether to dismiss the president.
헌법재판소가 오늘 재판관 6인의 첫 회의로 본격적인 탄핵 심판 절차에 돌입했습니다. 헌법재판소는 최장 180일 안에 검토를 끝내고 대통령을 파면할지 선고해야 합니다.
Yes.
Okay.
And just to say again, I believe in the introduction as well, I said 100 days,
Right.
but it is officially 180 days that they have to make this decision.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So they're starting the impeachment process. Even in news outlets around the world, it was all about this thing going through over the weekend.
Yes.
People cheering. You see all the videos. So the 6 justices got together this morning to start the process.
Yes, so they met at 10 today, and one thing that they have to do is decide the schedule. So going forward, the interviews, the different hearings that they're going to have, how they will proceed with this process. And they have 180 days to do what they need to do to make a final decision on whether the president can continue or he will be dismissed.
Dismissed. Okay. So in prior, we have 노무현, 박근혜. They had their impeachment. How long, can you remind us and tell us how long it took for each of them?
So former President Roh Moo-hyun, the decision was made in 63 days.
Okay.
And for former President Park Geun-hye, it was made in 91 days. So they did not take the entire 180 days needed in the event for Park Geun-hye, former president. It was about half that time.
Okay.
So-
So we shall see how long this will take.
Yes.
Now, I understand that there are 9 justices, but it says here that there were only 6 justices that got together. 3 were not in attendance.
Well, 3 actually are not filled right now. So the Constitutional Court originally has 9 members that are chosen by different groups of people, the president, the National Assembly, etc. But right now, 3 of those spots are empty.
I see.
And they need to be picked by the National Assembly. So there is a little bit of controversy. In order for the president to be dismissed, 6 justices have to agree with that decision, which means the 6 justices that
Now.
are currently
Right.
doing their job, they all have to agree. If one of them does not agree,
Okay.
then the impeachment stops, right?
Okay.
And then the president can continue on with his duties.
Okay.
So there is something of a rush potentially to name those 3 extra justices.
But they all have to be on the same page, though, for this to go through.
Currently,
Yeah.
while there are only 6, yes, all 6 have to agree.
Right.
However, if they can get 3 other justices in there on the process, then some of them can disagree and the impeachment will still go through.
Okay. So if there is an early election, when could that be?
So, of course, they have to make the decision first before that election can officially start.
Right.
So at the very earliest, most people are expecting April.
April.
Yeah, April of next year. But in all likelihood, it would probably take a little bit longer. So maybe a May or June election.
Okay.
Yeah.
We shall see how things unfold. Okay. The Constitutional Court, 한국말로는 헌법재판소고요. Right?
Yes.
Okay. There's a word here, convene. convene. So for those of you who want to kind of upgrade your English, 좀 어려운 단어인데요. Convene a meeting, as in this case, is like, 회의를 여는 건데요.
Yeah.
When do we use this word convene?
So convene is a fancy word to mean to
Yeah.
meet, right?
To meet, yeah.
But it does feel quite official, quite heavy. So for things like a court proceeding, of course, convene.
Right.
You convene the court, right? You can also convene a meeting in business, but I would assume it's a big or important meeting.
Right, like it's like the top CEO's meeting or
Yeah.
executives meeting.
Yeah, if it's
yeah.
a team meeting, after lunch
Yeah.
for 20 minutes,
Yeah.
We probably would not use the word
Yeah,
convene.
you would just say, like, let's have a meeting.
Yeah.
Let's start the meeting. Yeah, okay, very good. Let me read that again. The 6 justices of the Constitutional Court convened today to initiate impeachment proceedings. The court must complete its deliberations within a maximum of 180 days and issue a decision on whether to dismiss the president.